Hello, welcome. Good afternoon or early evening for some of you, and early morning for some of you as well. How are you guys? I am very colorful today. I don't know if I am just colorful or if it's or if it's the light. Um, yes, I made it. Devil Driver. Yay! Hi. How are you doing? Good to see you again here. Has night shifts been treating you well? Because I think that's what you have, right? As far as I recall. Hope you're having a great time. I am now. Thank you, Cosmo. How are you? How was the rest of your weekend? I was not here to catch up with you guys. I'm just gonna see if these filters are. That's very little, actually. Maybe I am just colorful today. That helps a little bit. That's a little bit more normal. Um, Yes, I have missed you. I have missed streaming. I have missed WoW. I didn't have a breakdown or anything, but I got a little bit upset an hour earlier because, and this is not completely sanitary, but I am so tired of scooping up poop, okay? I, two kittens and an indoor cat, almost an indoor cat, the old cat. I am so tired of poop. I can't wait until they get outside. It's just very frustrating. It's really frustrating. Um, what do we got here? What do we got here? What do we got here? Vanko, thank you so much for the resub. I appreciate it. That's 8 months and counting. And hello, hello. All fine. Christmas break has started finally. Oh, that's so good to hear. I can't wait for my Christmas break either. I was working from home today, which is becoming more and more necessary because kittens. Um, and I think I've caught a cold of some sort because I've got a sore throat. Let me just adjust this a little bit. I've got a bit of a sore throat. So tomorrow, I might go into work late, stay there for a few hours just to say Merry Christmas and goodbye, for the holidays, and then Thursday I might work from home as well. I've got some translations I need to finish, which I really enjoy, except some people are really really bad at writing, and that's really difficult to translate. You sit there, how do I make this sound good? At least the people who will be reading the English version will be enjoying themselves. Indeed, got vacation now till the 7th of January. I'm envious. I want that long of a vacation too. I'm going to start again on the 2nd. The day that the Feast of Wintervale ends. That is the end of my vacation. Happens, I guess. Poop quests! Indeed, I have been sent out for daily poop quests in real life, and I mean, at least I get reputation with the kittens, I guess. I don't know if that counts towards anything. You unlock the poop quest achievement. Just don't throw it. Just leveling mists with this quest. Just leveling mists with this quest. Hello, Fuse. How are you? How's it going? I sent a message actually to my friend earlier because I need to do some keys. I've gotten my item level to 371. I've been working very hard. I even went and I crafted myself this primal molten longsword the other day, which I'm very very proud of. The quality is 3 stars, so that's good. And I went and I ground out some of these elemental storms, and I got myself a set of braziers, which I needed. So holding me back at the moment is a chest piece, but let's see if there is any world quest, because they do scale, I believe. Not this time around, though, it seems. So I would like to just... Oh, let's go to Dragonbane Keep real quick. Let's see how quickly I can get there. I can indeed get there. That would be good. Starts in 3 minutes, and last time I actually got a pretty decent piece, and you get lots of chances at good gear from rares in the area that keep spawning. So I learned that as well. When was that? Was that the weekend? I think Sunday. Sunday was the only time I had time to play some WoW, because, you know, OBS. OBS, please. OBS, please. No! No! Come back. Come back. What is it doing? What is it doing? Stop that. Let me close this. Let me close this. I think that was just a small... I don't like this. Let me just pop this out. Where am I going? This is the wrong way. Okay, chat is out. Chat is popped out. I'm going to be shut down. Okay. I think we've stabilized. Am I here? I should be here. There we are. I was almost hit the space I was supposed to go 2 minutes. Yes, I know. No. I forgot what I was talking about. So 2 days, and the rest of the day, and on Friday we'll be on vacation in the smallest Scandinavian country, at least in size. The smallest Scandinavian country, that's got to be Denmark. That has got to be Denmark. Whatever are you doing in Denmark? So I was saying that I've hardly had time to, or it could be the Faroe Islands. I've hardly had time to play WoW. It's been a lot. I mean, between the excitement of new kittens, the excitement of getting that full-time job that I've gotten, the stress of working said job, and figuring out Christmas. It's there's been very little time for WoW, and I've been here for raid. So I've raided twice. Raided on Wednesday and on Sunday. And I think we could be better. Progress is, we've got progress, but it could be better. So on normal, we've taken down Aeronarch, Taros. The other guys took down the Primal Council. I wasn't around. I was having dinner with my grandmother. We've taken down Senath and Dathir, and then we've made some good progress on Kurok. Kurok? Grimtoten guy. And then on Sunday, our raid leader decided that instead of just pushing and getting Kurok down, we should do the first couple of bosses on Heroic. We ended up only getting Aeronarch down, so there's that. There's that. Is Iceland bigger? I'm pretty sure Iceland is bigger than Denmark, sort of in area size. Denmark's still my favorite till now. Have you tried all of them? Have you visited all the Scandinavian countries? We've gotten some kittens. I have gotten some kittens, but kittens and, well, the kittens are kittens. The kittens are just kittens, but the old cat Kitty is not happy. So we're taking it real slow. I tried to be optimistic and just have them meet each other immediately. Not immediately, almost, once the kittens had settled in. But she almost attacked them if I hadn't been there, so there's that. She associates other cats with something that hurts because she's gotten so many injuries in, like, through time. So so it's not surprising that once she goes into a room and it smells like another cat, she goes straight for it because she's a tiny old cat herself, so she needs to just go for it. But it was still a bit shocking to see my otherwise really calm and affectionate cat just turn into a complete monster. So we're taking it really slow, and I see progress, even though I think people around us are a little bit negative towards it. They go, no, it's not going to work. But so far, progress is that we're switching them around. And Kitty has gone from being very tense and very sort of sniffing around and, you know, back low and kind of insecure. She's gotten to the point where she doesn't care. So I move her to a room that the kids have just been in for 12 to 24 hours, and she doesn't care. She sniffs a little bit, and then she just goes to sleep or sit in the window or something. So she's much, much better. And we have tried yesterday, for the first time, having them eat on the opposite sides of the door. So we've had them eat on the opposite side of the door with the door closed, and nothing happened. I think partly because my old cat can't hear a thing. And that went really well. That was just piece of cake. They just they ate fine, and right next to the door, almost right next to each other, just with the door in the middle, of course. So what we did last night was we put up this transparent lid in between the door. So we opened the door a little bit, and then we put this transparent lid in between so she could see them. And that was the first time we did that. And she didn't immediately go on the attack. She growled a little bit. She was looking at them, and then she started growling, and then we just closed the door immediately, because you don't want to associate it with something negative. So once it gets to that point, you stop. So today, if there's time for it, which I hope there will be, my parents are having guests at the moment, I would like to try again. Maybe a bit further away from the door. See if we can't get to a point where they can eat on opposite sides of that transparent lid without Kitty getting angry. That is the goal for now. We just take it small steps. And I refuse to not remain optimistic, because if I stop being optimistic, I will get so stressed out. So yeah, that's where we are. More than twice as big. Yeah. Not yet, only Denmark. Well, then it's not surprising that Denmark is your favorite if you've only ever encountered and tried to visit Denmark. This big dude, we'll get him. How many kittens did you get? We got 2, which I am so happy for, because it really helped them adjust much quicker, and they are clearly feeling very safe. They're very affectionate, both of them. Even Nox, the little black one, is becoming really affectionate, and they crawl into your lap and sleep, and they play with each other, and they sleep together, and I'm just so happy they have each other. And it's going to be such a big advantage once we finally get the 3 cats together, because that means they have each other to play with, so they won't pester my old cat as much, which is really good, because she's old and she'll probably get really angry. It's better to not push it and test her. We are a group of 8 people, and we have a house close to the beach. Any suggestions? What is a must do? You mean in Denmark? At this time of the year, or? Kitty will eventually get around. I'm so happy to hear you say that. I'm so happy that somebody believes, other than me. I refuse to do anything but believe, because not believing will have me give up in advance, and that is just not an option, because I want all the cats. Well, of course, my old cat's well-being comes first, above all else. Ow. But these kittens are just so sweet and so well behaved. It would be a shame. Ow. I would really like to get to the other side of this. Can I ice walk with this? No. Ow. 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 Is it your kittens or your parents? What do you mean? A parents what? That don't believe, or? Because my parents kind of don't believe now. I think my mom wants to believe. She was also the one who sort of, I wouldn't say forced it on me, but she was the one who very adamantly suggested it and went and said, "Well, you're gonna have to have a new cat soon because the old one doesn't last forever." Blah blah. Now we kind of need two. Blah blah blah. Oh, but it's going to be your cats. Blah blah blah. So I mean, I don't dislike the fact that she pushed this because they're really cute, but yeah. I look forward to her having vacation as well, so she can help me with the poop scooping. She'll be the cranky kitty mommy of the little cats. She is the grumpy old aunt that never gives you any Christmas presents and always scolds you at the table, who's never satisfied with your manners or your clothes. She will constantly hiss at you, never give you any hugs. But yeah, it'll come okay with the effort and monitoring. Thank you. Thank you. I am doing my absolute best. And again, it'll be good to have Christmas vacation because then I can just focus on that. And actually be home to monitor it and to do the feeding between the door in between several days a time, several times a day. And hopefully, I mean, the fact that it's just getting better. If you can get a dog to get used to your cat, you must be able to make it possible to put cats together too. Okay, nothing in that chest, which is fair. Let me see, can I get to this draconium deposit? Because that would be grand. That would be grand. Lava slurper. Argentina's world champion after 36 years. Indeed, congratulations to your team. I watched part of the game. I don't want to say I watched the entire game because that would be a lie. But I watched the end of the game and both teams played really, really well. But I felt like Argentina deserved that one, considering how they had the majority of the game, so to speak. And it is nice to see them become world champions again. I feel like France is just always on top in sports. We always very afraid of France, facing France in anything. Let's see here. What do we got? I want to go up here and potentially find some rares that I haven't done yet. Only thing missing is that I get good loot from the vault. That would make you weak now, wouldn't it? Yeah, I feel like I almost can't get not good loot. That's how I feel at this point. Okay, we're having reset tomorrow. Vault is tomorrow. That's pretty exciting. Can you get rid of that for me, George, please? I can't. Go away. Go away. Get out of my chat, please. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate I've opened it again. I've opened the desktop again now. Let's see if that'll be fine for now. Okie dokie. Let's zoom around a little bit. Did I ever get a I could go and do an elemental storm. Because that gives me currency to buy gear and to get that adorable proto drake baby that I've been eyeing for a while. Worldbreaker weapons, disarming behavior. So what have you guys been up to? Have you played a lot of Dragonflight? Have you been playing some on my behalf while I was sitting here? I feel oddly disconnected to this expansion, and I think it's because I compared a little bit to how connected I was to Shadowlands when that came out, because I had so much time to spare. I just gotten back from Japan, and I was looking for a job, which turned out to not be so easy. And I had all the time in the world to play WoW. So of course I felt connected to the game. Oh dear, there's nobody here. Can we find Elemental Storm in the Waking Shores? Can we find a group for that? Elemental Storm, Waking Shores. Brackenhide, Waking Shores. Yes. World mode on Earth. Thank you. Elemental. Sand. Mode on. Okay, they're here. I don't know what they said. Sand. What this got to do with sand? We had a bit of an encounter with a bug yesterday, Nox and I. It was I got a little bit scared actually that she had gotten seriously hurt. There was this bug. I didn't tell you guys about it. There was a bug that fell very suddenly from the ceiling the day before yesterday. I was walking around. I think I went up to do something in the middle of raid, just check on the fireplace or something, and then this dude fell from the ceiling onto the floor, and I didn't think much of it. I just let him be. He wasn't really hurting me or anything. He didn't look too disgusting, and then he popped up yesterday. He suddenly started swarming around the room. I don't know where he popped out from, and landed on my bed right next to me. And of course, the kittens are aware of this, and Nox goes to inspect him, which I encourage. I say, well, get him, because we gotta train her to get some mice and other stuff. She can eat him. And then he sprays her with some kind of odor, and it looks to be incredibly uncomfortable. She's shaking her head. She's pawing her nose. She is you almost can't keep her balance. That's how much she sort of shakes her body to get rid of the smell. And I have to grab her and bring her into my arms, and she's kind of panicky and doesn't want to stay there. And I wipe her sort of gently on the face, and I can smell this eucalyptus like smell. Is really powerful. So this dude has had the audacity to come into my room, land on the bed, spray my kitten with some kind of disgusting odor, causing her to be incredibly distressed. So what I did was I took a piece of paper and then I dumped him into the toilet. That's what he deserves. And it was I was actually really worried for her. You get a little bit worried when a kitten reacts like that, and she was afterwards she was afraid of anything that was just kind of dark in color. She was afraid of the little wood what are they called in English? You know, where there's been branches in the pieces of wood on the floor. And she was afraid of pieces of wood from the fireplace, and she was afraid of little pieces of my sweater, little dust bunnies. She was afraid of everything because she'd been scarred by that odor. So I hope I don't get more of those books because that was awful. Awful. I had enough of those elemental storms in pre-patch. Oh, yeah, I guess you did a lot of those in the pre-patch. Thing is, though, if you grind them out, you can buy gear, so, and all kinds of stuff. You can even buy, can you buy a mount? I'm pretty sure you can buy a mount. Spent hours leveling characters with it. I don't think I would level characters with it. That sounds like a bit much to me as well. Have now 3 on 70, 2 on 65, 2 on 64, and start a new rogue, which is now level 35. That's pretty good. Let me just pop this chat out again because I'm getting some hiccups. Here we go. Okay. That's pretty amazing, I will say. I have got this character, and I have got this character. I need to get this character geared up. Right now, it's just all about getting to do some keys and keeping up with raid. I'm not the lowest DPS. I gotta say that, and I do know mechanics, so there's that advantage. But I did pop into raid on Sunday. I was a little bit late, and I come in and I go, so how were things? To which they replied that they got the council down, and they are now on Dathir. And I ask, well, is there anything I need to know then, aside from basic mechanics? Is there any sort of things we've discussed? You never know if they have some kind of strategy that they've implemented. And they go, no, well, that's fine. And we started, and there's been some mishaps with melee, so they focus a little bit on the melee. Being in the center, not overlapping with the circles and whatnot. And then they go, Gin, which is my character name, don't mess up. After we just started. And I felt completely pressured, and I didn't think that was fair at all. So we do well, and things start out well, and then I feel like I have a bit of, you know, enough of an overview to tell them to never say that again, because that puts so much pressure on me. I don't think that's fair at all. What do you mean don't mess up? I just got here. Infinity 018. Thank you so much for the resub. Happy holidays. Happy holidays to you as well, and happy New Year's. If I don't catch you until we get to New Year's. I hope this year has been good for you, and I hope next year will be even better. I'm stunned. I have 1 on 70, 1 on 61, and 3 on 60. Can't leave the drag there. Oh! You enjoying the drag there then? The evoker. I don't know what to do with my next character, honestly. I think I might also go for the drag there, but I've not even gotten to that point yet. I always get a little bit awkward when I write emails and I write Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, because the two things are very close together, yes. But you're in such a Christmas mood. It's difficult, at least for me, to think of New Year's, because we need to get Christmas first. I kind of can't wait for this year to be over. Not because it's been a bad year at all. It's been a good year. There's so much has happened to me. It's been such a roller coaster, honestly. I've had 2 awful jobs. And I've moved out of my apartment, and I've moved to a new city, and just so much. So I've gotten kittens, and I don't even know. Had quite the interesting summer at that spa working place. But that's also it. I am tired. I would like to relax. I would like to put all of this stuff behind me and say, well, that was a good year. Now I would like for 2023 to be much more relaxed. Thank you very much. Hi, Broly. Good to see you here. Happy New Week. And let me see here. Okay, I think I will just I'll just stick around until hopefully the rare spawns. Let me see, how long do we have left? The other day I was in Asher Span, I believe, and we kept going for this elemental thing, and the rare spawn, I think, just last minute before the event ended. It was a little bit stressful. I think I'd been there for 20 minutes or something, and I just felt, well, this will be typical if things end now and we won't get the rare. That would just completely typical. I was quite surprised. So my parents are having guests over, and I was quite surprised that Nox has gotten to a stage where she would just go and lie in the lap of strangers. That's how comfortable she is at the moment. Whereas Kitty she's a lot more reserved. She won't go and seek out strangers. She'll usually, if the living room is full of people, if there's more than us, her close family, she will just go to a quiet place and stay there. It's got nothing to do with me. Leave me alone. Not these two. Have you guys have you watched the Race to World First? And if so, have you gotten your fireworks? I meant to watch more. I guess I could still watch the final. I always join the viewing party, so to speak, last minute at the last boss. As I recall, wasn't it also Liquid and Echo last time around that were the last men standing, so to speak, or the ones ahead that were competing for the jailer kill? I feel like that was it. Not really. Too busy watching football, maybe. Is this dude ever gonna spawn? I get there's some kind of pattern to it. It's a 200 or something you gotta take out, as far as I recall. Do you guys want to hear the update on the elf buddy thing in my office? The update is that there is no update. The update is that I got nothing else, and I have no clue who it is, except it's probably something who doesn't have that much time and energy to look after their elf buddy. So we were told yesterday to report who we think our elf buddy is in the office. And I told him, honestly, I have absolutely no idea because I didn't get that many clues. I got 3 packages of chocolate, 3 flat bars of chocolate. That's it. Oh, and some shot glasses. I have absolutely no idea who it could be. A man, probably. using Dragtheers. I believe they are. I did see a clip. I don't know if it was Echo or Liquid, but somebody missed. Somebody saved themselves by using a Dragtheer ability that what is that called? I don't know. I don't know that much about Dragtheer at the moment. The one where you fly over your enemies and breathe fire at them. They used that ability to save themselves from certain death when they were thrown off the platform by a Razageth breath or something. Which was pretty cool, in all honesty. Gotta get my tea here. I made some strong ginger tea because I would like my sore throat to go away. I would like it to stop being sore. It'll be very kind, very convenient. So I was a little bit in doubt what I was going to do after Christmas because we have a tradition of celebrating the second day of Christmas, not the second day of Christmas, but the 26th. We get together for a big Christmas lunch. Many members of my family, and that's a tradition, and we usually do it every year. Some years I haven't joined because I've been in Japan and whatnot, but if we can, we join. So my parents are going to the mainland, or the big part of the city, to join them on the 26th. And I considered whether I should go, because that means I won't be home until like after New Year's, and that's a little bit much. It's a little bit much. And I think I made the decision today to not go, because I would like to make videos, and I would like to play WoW, and I would like to just stick with myself. I'm so sorry, my nose is so ticklish. I don't know if it's the kittens or something. I hope I'm not getting allergic. Hello, Mr. Rare. Are you there? You gonna spawn? What does that bring me up to in terms of currency? 400. Was it 500 I needed for the pet? This is actually pretty fast progress. Don't mind this at all. We need to go and find a Christmas tree soon. We're talking about tomorrow. Let's see what they say tonight. That was the plan. And then there is a house that I'm going to look at on Thursday. It's mostly my mom who wants to look at this house. It's a big farm nearby, and it's a really big house. And I did tell her it's too big for me. There is too much maintenance. It's an old house, but she insisted on seeing it, so I guess I'll be going to see it. Just to entertain her. On Thursday, my last day of work before Christmas vacation, we're going to check it out. And we'll see how it is. There is a bunch of land with it, which I think is what would be attractive with it, but it's just, I don't want to be cold next winter. Those of you who follow me on Twitch has seen the picture I posted. One of these days I went to the seaside, and it had been so cold that the beach was frozen. The water, the waves had frozen. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's really cold. And I might have caught this cold because of it. I'm not really sure. Everybody in the office basically have been ill, so that's probably where I've honestly gotten it from. But it's probably not helped that it's been this cold. was -10 on Thursday last week. -10 in December. December of all things. Oh, the type of person that dresses their cat with Christmas clothes. Me? No, 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 no. I will not dress my cats. That is not very nice. I would not dress my animals up if you gave me money for it. All the pictures I have ever seen of animals being dressed up they don't look very pleased. They actually look like they are having the worst time of their lives. Just get me out of here. Get me out of here. So no, I wouldn't unless it's necessary. I know that some people will dress up their dogs because they're cold, and I understand that. But not for fashion. No. Looking forward to the walks on the seaside. Let's see, where is my chat? What's my chat? Oh yeah, so you asking for suggestions, right? Definitely take a walk at the seaside. I guess you can build sandcastles. It's just a little bit cold to do so. It's all right these days. It's all right. I don't know if you are into winter dipping. But I guess you could go and do that as well if you were. Some people are. I'm not. It's super, super cold. You just talked about frozen bees. Yes, I don't know if it's frozen anymore because it's gotten warmer, which I think is really, really nice. But if it does get cold, if it does get frosty, you will have frozen beaches like that. It needs to probably be below -5-ish for it to be really impressive. God, this is so annoying. Man, this is annoying. Get me out of here. Get me out of here. I was slightly hungry before I started the stream. I had a couple of those ebreskio with the others and a cup of tea. I was hoping that would last a little bit longer. Maybe I'll go and get myself a piece of fruit or something. Speaking of fruit, so the red kitten, he likes plants a little bit too much, if you ask me. He will chew on them. He will dig in them. He is very interested in digging in my bonsai, which I won't allow him to do. I have heard that they don't like orange peel. They don't like citrus peel. So I walked around with pieces of mandarin peel and placed them in all the potted plants. You know what? It did not keep him from chewing on some of the plants. So we need to do something about that. That can get rather dangerous, actually, because some plants are poisonous to kittens and to cats in general. And I cannot allow him to chew on my bonsai. He will be kicked out of the house. I will put him in the naughty corner. Don't touch my plants. Okay, so the rare should be spawning soon. What was it, in half an hour or something in between the spawns? I was having a discussion with my friend from the UK today, and we talked about how Oddly, in the north, I guess in Scandinavia, it's the only place where Christmas is celebrated on the 24th instead of the 25th. And I looked it up because I thought that was such an odd thing. I mean, it's a Christian tradition, and it's not like Jesus was supposedly born at different times, depending on where you live. Apparently, Danes and Nordic people celebrate Christmas on the 24th because back in the old days here, you considered the changing of the day to happen at sunset instead of midnight before you had why did I get this achievement? Oh, I've apparently killed 200 enemies. Neat. So that's pretty interesting. Why? Because, I mean, when the Christmas tradition was introduced, it wasn't introduced, I think, earlier in the north than it was anywhere else. And none of us had mechanical clocks. So how come only the Scandinavians thought that the day changed at sunset? Who decided that? So anyway, that's why. That's why we have Christmas dinner and unwrapping of presents and all that good stuff on Christmas Eve on the 24th instead of the morning of the 25th. No one says it, but these Jaren are trolls. You don't fool me, Blizzard. Big, big, chunky trolls. Let's check the fire. You're right. That might be a good idea. I would like while oh what Gristle Rock. Who's Gristle Rock? There's a rare. Hang on. Give me a Gristle Rock. Whoops. I'm so sorry. I wonder, is this the dude? Nah, can't be. Maybe it is. Could be. Actually, yes, maybe it is. That's nice. That means I'm free. Means I'm free. I don't know why my nose tickles this much. Is this a new type of cold where your nose tickles? It reminds me of that time I had a cold and I was working in a convenience store. And it was that type of cold where you need to sneeze all the time and it won't let you sneeze. So I was constantly walking around like this, needing to sneeze, but it wouldn't let me. And I constantly had watering eyes. I'm telling you, it's the worst thing. It's this constant tickle you can't get rid of. A dangerous take, but the Centaur lands and culture and the Girardin remind of certain beast tribe and playable race from Final Fantasy. Really? The thing is, with fantasy, is that there's a limit to the kind of creatures you can come up with, right? There's a limit to how many kinds of trolls and elves and dragons and ghosts and vampires and werewolves that you can come up with. So there's just bound to be overlaps. And I don't know who started the whole thing, whether it was Tolkien or whatnot. Or maybe he was just the first one who got popular with a story about these fantastical beasts and creatures. It's the same with music these days. You can't really, it's so difficult to figure out who came up with it first, who copied whose idea. Chicken and egg situation. Who even wrote about the first dragons? Who got that idea? Who wrote about the first elves? the first unicorns. It's it's a really long story. That's true indeed. It's comfortable though to play through. This place felt like home. Okay, that's really nice. As somebody who hasn't played Final Fantasy and probably won't, I can't say. Really big fan of the Centaur music and the Azure area. I completely agree with you. At one point, I thought the Centaur music was annoying, but that's only because I had it on my brain constantly. Now I've been in all the areas, and coming back to Onaran Plains, it feels so powerful. I really like it. And then the Azure Span is just a comfy area to be in. I love the fishing. I love the ice. Maybe it's because it's familiar. It's very Scandinavian. The surroundings and the big pines and the colors. I just love it. Okie dokie, there we go. Nothing too special. So I guess that's that. I shall just leave this party and go back to Valdraken, and I'm just gonna check the fire. Excuse me. Let's check the fireplace. Azure Span is top tier indeed. It's Grizzly Hills 2.0, isn't it? I'm just gonna check the fire. Hang on. There we go. Thank you for the reminder. So let's see if friend is, let me just see. Oh, thank you very much. So he's a tank, so that'll be really handy. I am yet to do a single key this season, so I'm really excited, and I don't care what key it is. Let's just go and see for a second what the vault looks like, because it's actually rather annoying that we didn't get to defeat a second boss. Ooh, okay, that's interesting, these blobs. Yeah, it would have been nice to do a couple more, honestly. But that'll give me a 389 reward. Okay, let me see. Do I want to go pick up a key? I do. Who can give me a key? It's not handy when they're not next. I'm used to this Tazavesh dude sitting around right next to the vault. Excuse me. Mythic Keystones, here we go. I don't know if I can pick one up, because I haven't done one this week at all, so. Oh, we got those old dungeons too. There's so much ginger in this. Which part zone did you like the most in the storyline? Story-wise, the Azure Span was not my favorite. Probably the Waking Shore. I mean, who doesn't like a good introduction to a new country? You get in. Sorry, I got ginger in my throat. You get in and you arrive at this mythical land, you sit on the boat and you just see the land get closer and rise out of the mists almost. And you get greeted by the dragons, and you get to the sort of the main hub of the Waking Shores, and you walk around, you you see the eggs, and you help some of the dragons learn their purposes, so to speak. Yeah, I think the Waking Shores, that's my favorite part of the story. If you promise to bring back a good story, I might even let you borrow a keystone. What do you mean? What do you mean, borrow? Sister, Mrs. Also, I like that this dragon is taking a Pandaren form. Thaldras's, because everybody likes time travel. Thaldras's was also enjoyable. Certainly. It was really enjoyable. I really like the part where you go to the end time and it's all Murlocs. That was a lot of fun. Afternoon all, been a while. You don't stream as much and I keep missing you due to work live. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. It is against my will. Well, it's not, nobody's forcing me, but I wanted to invest that time into making YouTube videos, focusing a little bit more on YouTube again. And with a full-time job, it is inevitably how it's going to be for a while. Plans get spoiled, and yeah, the whole plan of streaming every day was kind of thrown into the drain when I got a new job right on top of the other one. But good to see you, Scorpio. You being here is what matters at one point. Nobody's forced to be here, and life, job comes first. Where we go? And I really do miss streaming more. I really do. I also miss playing WoW. I have hardly played WoW. I've been online for raids. Where are we going? Where am I going? I can't just fly somewhere. Dude, where are we going? Oh, they're not going offensive. I'm so sorry. You said that already, actually. I really like Caligos. He's more hands-on and less arrogant than the others. That is true. That is true. Although there was one thing that really annoyed me with Caligos is that he kept the whole I'm so sad. I'm so alone. I'm so out of options. I don't know what to do. We're so lost. He was just he sighed all the time. And he looked down all the time. And he was like a very overpowered but kind of really depressed Anduin. Is it just me or does he look like Anduin with blue hair? There's some Anduin over him. So that kind of annoyed me a little bit with him because when he's in dragon form, he's a lot more adult. He's got this deep voice. But then when he's in visage form, he's just a young kid, which I guess makes sense because he is a young dragon. But still, I was like, please, Caligos, look me in the eye, you know. You got a problem with eye contact, maybe? I don't maybe I'm just harsh. Maybe I should be more forgiving. I finally played WoW today since June or July. Is that the first time since then? Well, welcome back. It's a good time to be back. It's friends with the Tuskar, that's cool. It is. I really like that quest line, actually. It's because the Tuskar are really nice. That was a close second after the Waking Shores, but that's just, again, because I really like a good introduction. Okay, let's see. What have I got? Have I got all that I need? I have got... Let me just sell some stuff before my bag's completely full. I'm sorry. I'll be right there. Hang on. Oh, the phone. Oh, the phone. It's Auto vendor has not been updated since Shadowlands, and it kind of frustrates me. I'm sorry. I'll be. I have got runes still. I need to get some more. Why is it a Noku defensive? Why is it the Noku defensive? I shall do my very best to not crash into somewhere I am not supposed to crash into. And then that's a two-hand I can't really use at the moment because it's better than this. Sharpening stones I don't need. Runes I have none of. Do I have some food? Can I ask how you all manage your add-ons? How we manage them? I download them. And then I have them. No, there are any of them I manage in any kind of way? I manage rarity a little bit. And then trade skill master. Trade skill master is a bit of a thing. Let me see. I'll get this one. This gives me stamina. Hopefully healthy. Oh, when they need updating, I use Curseforge. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. I will be ready. And then I feel like I was given. There we go. Is safe? No issues? I believe so. I haven't heard there's supposed to be any issues or any any danger. I don't get any, like, the only ads I get are for WoW. So, okay. Okay, focus. I need more sound. I'm not nervous. It's the first key of the season. I'm a little bit nervous, and it's on stream. I don't know what I was thinking. It's probably because I haven't had time otherwise. Okay. No, at least I'm not tanking. Well, you've done this before so many times. What was it? This dude has done an 11 already. I don't even... How? And that's DPM, by the way. That's speaking to us. Watch that pack. Never mind. Got cooldowns in a sec. Ooh, that's new. Okay. That went all right. I can find my way around here. I'm here. Yeah, how can you not like this music? Remember all these keys that I've done in Shadowlands. It's a great time, really, up until it wasn't. There was a point where I felt saturated, so to speak, where we had been doing so many keys. I think that was once I'd gotten Keystone Master for the last season. That was it. I was kind of burnt out. I just really wanted to relax and farm some mounts and not do any more keys. Done an insane amount of keys. Or was it 400 bosses or something? I think it came to. Do we not want to take this to a map? I don't even know. But higher keys is when it gets fun. Is when you have to start thinking about how to do things, about what abilities to interrupt for real and which mobs have first priority. You still do that a little bit, but it's really very, very important once you get to higher keys, and that's when it starts to get fun. It was fine. We're fine. This is nice though. It is nice flying across the land like this. I can't deny that. I'm getting to a point as well where I really, really enjoy dragon flying. As soon as I learn that look up thing, it became a lot more enjoyable, and my vigor lasted much longer. I really need to get my weak auras working again. I don't know if I need to maybe reinstall them or something, because the sounds just don't work at all. Which I'm quite dependent on sounds for my gameplay. If I'm doing something serious, I can't listen to music. Just can't. Ow. Shockwave. So here is a guy apparently we need to focus on. Mm. No, thank you. Oh, as a melee, I hate these kinds of balls. Spend so much time running and less time dealing damage. Eeh. There we go. Alrighty. Easy. Way ahead of schedule, I think. I'm not an expert. First key of the season. Okay. Okay. Last part. Got this. There's no rush. I'm pretty sure. This is really nice though. Feel a little bit like being back in the game. Now, I don't have any interrupts. Glad I got a new mouse. I'm glad I'm not sitting here with my former mouse where some of the buttons weren't working, and on some days it was some buttons, and then on other days it was other buttons. it would have been pretty. Right now it's fine, but we gotta start doing PvP soon. And okay, you had that interrupt. I just wasted my interrupt. I don't. Okay, I'm sorry. And you want to be real quick with your buttons in PvP and in arenas. We're just in a real good time. Okay, maybe this dungeon ain't so bad. Maybe I misjudged it. It's a bit close. I don't dare use my trinket. I got this trinket in the raid, but it immobilizes me for 10 seconds, and that's kind of dangerous in any kind of situation involving raids or dungeons. Yes, yes. There we go. Good job. Good job, team. Got a 5. Nice. Ooh, I got a ring. Haste and versatility, not my preferable stats, but it's got a socket and it's an upgrade, so I'll take it. And I got myself a Mythic Keystone. I got Temple of the Jade Serpent. That sounds like something that's doable. Let me just equip this ring, because I level above all else. That didn't help at all. Why did that not help at all? What is dragging me down? That's gotta be this chest piece, isn't it? The chest piece and... Yikes. This neck piece. Whoopsie daisy. And my gloves. And my waist. Okay. Okay. I kind of understand now then. That's fine. That is acceptable. I can get on board with that. Also, verse is never bad. Verse is never bad, no, but I am seriously concerned for my mastery, which is my main priority. It's still higher than my verse, but it is below my haste and my crit, and while crit is good, I, as a Frost DK, do want to get some more mastery, because that is my Frost abilities. I think I'll just get up and stretch for like 5 seconds, and then we can continue if you would like. Ugh. Let's see how much powder did I get out of that elemental storm, because I might be able to help myself a little bit with some gear then, depending on how much I've got left over after I get myself a little pet I don't have. That's not an option. I guess I should focus on the gear, shouldn't I? Any reasonable person would focus on the gear, not that way. Not that way. I think I do have a little bit of lag. Is it in here? No, it wasn't in here. Is it up here? I have clearly not spent enough time in Dragon in here, I'm pretty sure. Okay. Okay, Stormy's 1,000. Stormy's 1,000. We gotta wait a little bit then. Until that happens, I need to do something about my chest piece. Can I get myself a chest piece? I can. Can I get my chest piece an upgrade? I cannot. Because I've got 0x. So much for that. Temple of the Jade Serpent should be pretty simple, right? I have not ever done that dungeon as a key. I've done it in Time Walking, and I've done it as a normal dungeon. But let me just get up for like 2 minutes and stretch, and I'll be right back. I'm back. I've got cat hair everywhere. They took a liking to my desk chair immediately. Nox was on that one. First off, all right. I didn't get any more tea. That might have been dumb. That was intense. That was really intense. Alrighty. Let's see here. It's like, also, do you like my Christmas sweater? I thought it was in season. So I don't know. I just put something together underneath it. Nothing kind of matches. I don't know. I wish I had transmog of silk pants or something that I could wear with it, and I don't. Why is there nothing? Oh, wait, hang on. Oh, that's perfect. That's perfect. And then I just need a really simple belt. What can we get? What if I didn't wear a belt? That's a simple belt. I can work with that. And then shoes. Do we want these? I guess that works. Gotta get into the Christmas spirits, you know? That one's not bad. It's not bad at all. I think that's as simple as it gets. By the way, speaking of simple, have you guys read that with... Which was Knight's Girdle? That with 10.0.5, I think it is, we get that trading post, and then we also get the ability to be able to transmog white and gray items. Finally, it's here. Where would that good belt go? I think that was the best one. Not that one. We'll go with that one. And nothing there, nothing there, nothing there. Apply. And then the portals are over here. Not over here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Good old lag. Good old lag in the main hub. It's everything is back to normal then. 50 FPS. That's kind of below what we want, isn't it? Yeah, that's kind of below what I've set it to. What have I set it to? 80. Yeah. Many people, much activity. Why is it on the top of this rock? Why did you put it up there? Is it because it's supposed to signify that overlook? Also, I would like to announce that if I do indeed stay home, which is in the cards, there would be a bonus stream on the 26th. I think it's appropriate that we're going to celebrate Christmas a little bit on the 23rd, because we'll greet each other and wish each other a happy Christmas. And then we'll go and do our Christmas stuff. But then the 26th, I thought I might as well put in an extra stream, so that might be coming up. If not, if I do end up going to the other place, there probably will not be any streams here. I remember last year for Christmas, I was in my parents' other home and I was streaming on my laptop. And we were doing the Mage Tower. That was kind of painful. And I was wearing that ridiculous Santa hat that was way too tight for my head. Serpent's Overlook. Did they ever What phase am I in? I thought they rebuilt that. Didn't they? I just remember. Maybe I do. I'm in the wrong zone to use my dragon, of course. I was about to double tap again. I know that some people have been talking about how they feel like real riding is real slow and that it's painful. I don't feel that way, really. It feels different, granted, but I don't feel like it is as slow as some people feel it is. Fortunately for me. I guess maybe I haven't done enough dragon riding. Maybe it'll get worse. Sup? Sorry I'm late. I closed my eyes at about 2 hours ago and here we are now. You time traveled. Welcome to the future. No, no worries. It is all good. Just glad to have you here. You made it right before we go into a temple of the Jade Serpent. 2. It's just a 2. The power of being so exhausted. You need to sleep. I'm pretty sure you need to sleep more. I'm so busy there. Well, people are doing keys. It is season 1. This dude, are you okay? Just soaring there on the stairs. All good. We are still looking for a healer. Why can I not see that we are queued up? That's really odd. Are we queued? Why is everybody running like that? Why is everybody running against... Look at all these people. I get 1 person, but that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Am I bugged? Is everything okay with me? They turned old content into new content? It is groundbreaking. They finally found out how to do it, how to actually make use of all that old content, good content that they have. What is with these people? Have they all disconnected? That's a lot of people disconnecting at the same time. Also, there's so many people just standing here. Honestly, I feel like... Am I okay? Am I okay? I don't think I'm okay, actually. Hang on. Dismount and see if you actually dismount and start swimming. That usually tells you if you're connected. I'm connected. No, I'm not connected. What's going on? I'm just gonna relook. My party is fine. I'm in the wrong zone. I'm just gonna relook real quick. I'm not gonna relook real quick. I am gonna close the game real quick. I'll be right back. Great. So thanks for the tip, Ricoso. We'll see if this will work. It would be a great way to end the stream if my game bugged. Knock on wood. Okay, well, my character's there. Let's see if I'm falling to my death somewhere, and if I have to help move my character. That happens on occasion. Okay, so there was definitely something wrong. We're fine now. Everything's good. That looks better. It does. I was wondering why there were so many people acting weird. I was wondering why so many people disconnected, and in reality, it is me who had been disconnected. That's fair. Something I wanted to do here with my very, very red webcam. Oh, there we go. Much better. I feel much better. I mean, I am colorful, but I don't need to be that colorful. Have you guys been to any Christmas lunches, by the way? I haven't been to any since that one I told you guys about, and I don't know how I feel about that. I usually join a few, but it's been dwindling. It's been dwindling recently. Your phone internet engineer came round today. We're gonna give you 5 times the speed. So I tested it before allowing them to leave. It's currently slower than when they started. There's not a lot we can do about that. Are you kidding me? Whatever they did, they need to undo it. Tell them to get back to work and undo it. What do you mean you can't do anything about it? Ooh, Christmas clothes. I wish you could get this as a transmog. You can only have the skimpy transmog. I love this. This looks incredible. Why don't we have clothes like this in reality? I don't have any holly. I haven't been to Ironforge at all. What is wrong with me? I haven't been to greet Santa Claus yet. Pole arm. I've got 2 of these pole arms. We don't need that. We don't need that. I will need 1 Rock of the Ages, I believe. I don't need that anymore. I don't need this anymore, I guess. I'm keeping some of these around. I don't know. The nostalgia, maybe. I don't need to keep these, though. Okay, I've got lots of these Rock of Ages. Let me just put the gear here. Or over here, maybe. Cloth, mail, maze. Another Rock of Ages. Look at me cleaning up my bags. Stonewatch's thumb. No. Oh, I should enchant a ring. Otherwise I will crit, no. Mastery. Talking of Christmas lunches, the human cheese sample that my sister went to a posh one, but he dressed up as an elf. What? He took off the top part of his costume and put it in a chair next to him, only for the waiter to come along and place a free meal in front of the costume headpiece, believing it to be another attendee. Who's the human cheese sample then when they give him a free meal because they think his costume piece is a person? Wow, there's no healers. Is there anything wrong with the Jade Serpent Temple thing that nobody wants to heal this? Hey, thundering. Hooray. Enemies have 5% more health. What's that got to do with thundering? While in combat, players are periodically overcharged with primal power from Razgeth's unending storm. This power comes with great risk, and failure to discharge it quickly can have stunning consequences. Stunning consequences. I didn't know about the Jade Temple, so maybe no one else does. Maybe. I would like Set Healer to come in quick so I can go and get myself some dinner after this. Hello, Step Undead. How's it going? How's your Tuesday been? Has it been a typical Tuesday? Oh, there we go. There's a healer. Get in here. Please get in here. Come on. Come on. Accept, please. Yes. If I want a healer, call this number 4. Here we go. Lovely. Lovely, lovely. Now I'm gonna summon. I'm on vacation till the 1st of January. Yay! Congratulations on getting vacation. I will be there in 2 days. In 2 days, I've got vacation too, till the 2nd of January. What do you mean? So you have to go to work on the 1st, the day after New Year's Eve? Is that what you're saying? No, no, no. Sorry. Okay. Then it's the same as me. Same as me. I mean, honestly, I work from I work from home today and then on Thursday probably as well, so it's not too bad. It's almost kind of holiday-ish. If I can just be home, I'm a lot happier. It's not as bad to work when you work from home. Okie dokie. Let's see. What are we missing? We are missing a flask. I need to buy some of these. I need to get my alchemist to the Dragon Isles and do something about this. Okie dokie. Did I have some armor thingamabob? Or did I only get one? I failed to recall. I failed to recall. Anywho, we can do this. Is everybody here? Ready to check. I went to see my nan yesterday with my sister who drove and mother with us. I'm glad I've not seen my nan in 3 years. And I don't want to see her again for a while. It's very mean rude. I had a bit of a I wouldn't say failed, but it was kind of failed. Family dinner as well the other day. It was just... It's my... So my grandmother is not doing so well. She's physically fine, but she's forgetting and she's got problems talking. She can't, formulate the words. She's got it in her head, but she can't get them out of her mouth. And she's got a partner, and he's just so rude. He is so rude, and he thinks he's funny. And so we came there, and they wanted to invite us for dinner to celebrate the fact that both my mom and I moved here. But then they ow, 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 ow. Oops. But then it ended up being my mother who cooks everything. So she gets there 2.5 hours before everybody else is supposed to arrive. And she cooks all the food. And then this guy is just super rude. He's so slappable. He's not... He's just mean and he thinks he's funny. And he's just not funny at all. So it was really awkward. And then my cousin is going through a real teenage phase. So she was just complaining about everything. We were having we were having ducks that had been roasting for a long time. And she was just saying all these really rude things about the food, and my mom had been cooking this stuff for 2.5 hours. She'd been in the kitchen for 2.5 hours, and this teenager was just complaining. So it was just really awkward, and I just really didn't want to be there. You just sit there. Okay. Well, the ducks were mm, kind of. I mean, they'd been boiling for 2.5 hours, so the meat was fine. It was not too tough or anything. But it is wild ducks, and as such, you can't really know um, how they turn out because you don't know how old they are until you actually cut them, until you've actually already. Hey, yeah, no, he's coming my way. I thought he was gonna go the other way. Yikes. This is certainly not the same thing as a normal, is it? It's the same with doves. You can't really know until you actually put your teeth into them how old they are. You can't see when you. Well, we didn't shoot them. When somebody shoots them, they can't see how old they are. Okay, so what is. Let me get this out here. So my mom had really done her best, and it was fine. They were a little bit, there's hail in them. Hail? I think they're called hail. Little bullets. Of course, because the bird has been shot. This teenager just got so upset about it. And yeah. So I just really wanted to finish the food, and we did. We finished in 2 hours, my dad and I, and then we left, and it was nice. But it's sad, honestly, that families are like that. But you all have some family members that just are difficult. There's no family where everybody gets along and everybody is well mannered and fine. No, it doesn't happen. Festive slap across the face. Honestly, sometimes you you sit there and you think to yourself, well, what would actually happen if I slapped this person? Honestly, no violence. Don't be violent. But, just in some situations, you think, what would happen if I just said this to this person? Or what would happen if I just did this? You're kind of curious. How would this person react if I, in fact, took such and such measure? What if I just threw this potato in his face? How would he react? Or what if I just took this spoon with jam and stuffed it in the face of my teenage cousin? How would that be? Would that help? Or would it be worse? Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Tough, leathery old bird sounds the late, the late queen. Well, we didn't eat the late queen, I will have you know. We did not. But yeah, sometimes you can't know. I think they were fine. I think they were as good as they could be. Sometimes when you do have um, wild foods, so to speak, from nature, and not from some farm, you just never know what you're gonna get. So tempting to tell them how you feel. It really is. You know what, Sam? I just really want to throw this potato in your face right now. I think you would just come with a rude comment, so I don't really get anything out of it, but it just really makes you not want to hang around them, which is kind of sad. Sorry. I can't imagine it would be healthy for you to eat the queen. I assume the meat is cursed. Why would it be cursed? You think she's been cursed? Lift to 7, switch. Ah, that's what you mean. Okay, got it. 3, 4. Target change. Target change. Target change. Target change. Yes, yes. That's fine. Yes, yes. She did stuff like apologize for her son, you know. They went. It's just I just generally don't recommend eating people. That's cannibalism, you know, which is very ill looked upon in our society today. I don't think we taste very good either. I don't think so. I wonder what bear tastes like. I've never had bear, but I remember, I think I was in Canada and you could buy canned bear, which doesn't sound very tasty. It's a little bit odd, like a bear curry. I think we can get bear curry in Japan actually. Someplace in Hokkaido. Bear curry is a thing. I've had kangaroo. That's probably the most unique thing I've had. And that was very tasty. We had barbecued kangaroo when I was in Australia. We were out on this camp. We didn't sleep in the camp, but we had dinner in the camp out around A's Rock. And there was kangaroo. Hunting shaw. Let's go for the hunting shaw. Ooh, are the bosses gonna have little Santa hats on? They should have. They should have. Let me keep an eye out for that. One of the Shah of Doubt has. I wouldn't be surprised if these older dungeons forgot their Santa hats. And also, we had Christmas. What's that called? We had a sort of final writing lesson before Christmas last Thursday. And some of you guys may know, because I talked about this on Friday. It was quite exciting. I was the only one there. It was minus 10 degrees, and I had many, many layers on to keep warm. But I was determined to be there, both because it was the last day before Christmas, and I care about writing, so I wanted to be there. I was the only one who was there, though. Everybody else, I guess, were too cold, or had something else they wanted to do that day. So it was just me, and it was quite exciting because I got to decide what I wanted to practice, and the teacher was riding too. Usually he's on the ground instructing us, but he was on a horse too and riding beside me. And then I also got to gallop for the first time, which was very exciting. Sans, good evening. How are you doing? How has the beginning of the week been for you? You made it through, I believe. I believe it's you've sort of made it through the beginning. Almost. Is Tuesday also the beginning of the week? I think it is. It qualifies as the beginning. That's Tuesday, that's the beginning of the week. And Wednesday is midweek. And then Thursday and Friday is end week. I've heard of camembert cheese, but not cannabear meat. Oh dear. Oh dear. That was not great. Let me see if I can. Nope. As much as I want to tell my family member off to their face and leave them embarrassed, red-faced, probably better to have a chat with them somewhere aside so they can think about it. Like being like a good leader. Yes. I agree. Isn't it better to just wipe? Oh, anyway. Okay. I will help. That is the adult thing to do, but sometimes adults are children. And there's a couple of people in my life I know I cannot reason with. I know if I were to pull them aside and have a serious conversation with them, I don't think it would help much. It would just some people are too old to be corrected, and then you just have to, if you can, ignore it. He's difficult to ignore. He says some really hurtful things sometimes because he thinks it's funny. But you just gotta be the bigger person and go, you know what? I'm here for everybody else. And you suck, but I'm going to be the better person. I'm going to be the adult and stick around and just ignore your antics. Ex-husband was not so nice person with a big mouth. One day he was bragging about what a perfect guy he is. Without saying his name, I told him what I think about him. He did not talk to me much after that. Half a year later, ow, ow, ow. Gotta be careful here. My father found out he was cheating with multiple. I didn't have to put up with him ever again. That was, although it was awful for your sister, of course, it was kind of a blessing in disguise, wasn't it? She could obviously do better, so. Oh, where's that haunting shell? There it is. Yeah, but don't, I mean, be the better person, but don't tolerate everything in life. Give them extra chewy toffees to eat. They can't say much. You know what? Take some more. Have some more. You know, don't you want some more chewing toffees? Exactly. Do something like that. Distract them. Oh, actually, my mom has a pretty good method. What she does is that she just praises him. So he will say something incredibly mean. She's been cooking in his kitchen for him and his partner for many hours, and then he'll say something really mean about the cooking. And she'll praise him instead. She'll let him know that yes, of course, she wished he'd helped him. He'd helped her more. That kind of thing. I really admire my mom sometimes with that sort of thing. She's very good at handling people. I'm not too good at handling people. Being the people person that I think I might also be a little bit more sensitive. I just get angry. Mom's a good egg. She's such a good egg. She wants the best for everybody. She's very good at understanding people's motivations and people's reasons for doing things. Except maybe mine on occasion, but that's because she and I are quite different people. But she is very good with that. She is a teacher and has been for many years. And I see why she's had so much success with it, because she's just really good with the kids. She's somebody who cares deeply. Are we done? We done. We done. We got a Forky. Not as good as Sonaran Plains, apparently. Or Noku Defensive. Nothing. Primal Chaos, though. Forky or Forky? A 4. A Halls of Valor 4. Interesting. Halls of Valor. Okie dokie, we actually did that in time. That's not bad at all. I shall just put it there. Not because of the sun they have. Definitely better. I wonder when I'll see my brother again this Christmas, if I'll see him at all. I haven't seen him for Christmas, and I won't see him between Christmas and New Year's. Everyone wants to get the time between Christmas and New Year's off. I think so too. Well, my office is closed, so we kind of forced to not work. I guess we could work from home, but I did ask for those days off in reality. So that is nice. I do remember the school holidays though. I think we had holidays until the 2nd of February or something crazy. It was really nice. And the summer holidays lasted all the way until the 2nd of September. That was a really good time. I missed that, but I don't miss the exams, because you did have to actually sacrifice some of that time you had days off to study. The worst exams I had was a Japanese oral exam, I think on the 2nd or 3rd of January or something completely bonkers. It was the worst. I think I did okay. Yeah, I seem to recall I did okay. There was one, I always I think the most difficult exams you can have are, you know, a secondary or tertiary, or like a second language to you that you learn, like French or German or Japanese. Because up until you get to a certain skill level, it's very difficult. So I always hated those oral exams. Um, so I did okay the first couple, but what I really liked, and this is actually good advice for everybody, including myself, I tried as much as I could to avoid knowing the grades of my peers, because it's always awful to compare yourself to somebody else who might not be better than you, but just someone who's better at handling the exams than you are, or somebody who gets lucky with a text. And it was really nice to look at my Japanese oral exams, because the first one was okay. I didn't do great, and then the second one was a little bit better, and then the third one was a little bit better. And I actually think I did end up getting the top grade in my last semester, in the last year of my bachelor's degree. And I was really proud, because I really liked studying Japanese, and that was the reason for my entire studies, was Japanese, basically. Till February, crikey. Yeah, that was really nice. You could eat all Christmas cookies throughout January. Like a dentist, you know, you know what I mean, spoken, instead of written exam. So I am done for today, guys. Don't compare yourself to others. Ignorance is bliss. Compare yourself to yourself, honestly. If you just improve by yourself, who cares about the others? And honestly, I've learned one really big lesson from university. Your grades don't matter. Your grades don't matter a bit. A bit. But I would almost say that whether you take a master's degree or not, it's not going to count. It's not going to make a difference, at least on today's market. What? Scott, you can't stop now. I've been here for 2 hours and 5 minutes. No, I've been here for 2 hours and 20 minutes because I started early. I'm so sorry, sons. I'm going to be back on Friday for a pre-Christmas celebration. I guess we'll go visit Santa and we'll do cozy Christmas stuff, and I'll bring some Christmas cookies and some tea or coffee or something, and I will wear something stupid. Something stupider than the Santa hat I wore last year, which was too tight and honestly just really bad quality, and I threw it in the trash, so it's gone. So I'm wearing something else this year. So be there if you want to see me wear something ridiculous. Right, it sounds like a good stream. I hope so. I will see if I can, I don't know, gather some stories or something to entertain you guys with. Maybe I can come up with some Christmas stories. I don't know. I feel like I've lived too long. I've forgotten everything that's happened in my life. No, that's not true. I can tell you about my Japanese Christmas, actually, and my Japanese New Year, which I've celebrated in, obviously, Japan throughout my years. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me today, guys. Thank you for the company and the resubs. I really appreciate that. Thank you for sticking around even through these kind of weird times where my schedule keeps changing. Hope to see you on Friday. If I don't, have a merry Christmas. Have a really good Christmas, and have a happy new year if I don't see you till then as well. Take care of yourselves and take care of each other as always. Bye.